There are many ways to overcome objections, but most of them have two problems. First, they rarely work. Second, they're hard to do. There is a better way, an easier way, and a more effective way to address any objection you ever hear. And it will not only help you in sales, it will help you in personal relationships too. In business, there are many versions of the same three objections. No time, no money, no need. We might add that they prefer a competitor. In all cases, what they're really saying is they don't see sufficient value in what we offer to give us their attention, their time, or their money. Classic objections handling training at many companies will give you the answers to overcome these objections. When they say they have no budget, you say this. When they say they have no need, you say that. These messages are hard to deliver, and they rarely work. And here's the problem. However well you put across your counter-argument about the value you offer and why it's perfect for them, you're effectively telling people they're wrong and you are right. Even if you are right, sometimes especially if you're right, nobody likes being told they're wrong. But what about your brilliant replies that are designed to overcome their objections? You're wasting your time. They're not even listening. So, what's the better way? First, let's be honest. There are many objections that you will simply not overcome. Sometimes they're more blocks, i.e. immovable barriers to buying from you, rather than objections which can be moved if handled in the right way. But if you're going to have any chance of overcoming it, it's not with your beautifully delivered objection handling reply. Instead, stop overcoming and do these two things. First, do nothing, absolutely nothing. Say nothing. Pause. What's likely to happen next? They will almost definitely speak. Why? Because humans that don't know each other well are uncomfortable in silence. And a person who said no to you is even more uncomfortable. Now, we're not trying to add unnecessary awkwardness to sales conversations. That's not really client-friendly. But we are trying to understand more precisely what the objection really is. And the most likely way to do that is for them to speak more. Not only will they speak next, they will almost definitely start giving more detail on the objection they raised. Let's say it was budget. They might add, because our new financial year starts in October and we can't make any decisions until then. That's quite an important detail. It may mean that the no is actually a not now. The second step, whether they fill the pause with more detail or they say nothing, the next time you speak is not with a reply, it's not with a solution, but with a question. Ask for more detail. Seek to understand the objection, not solve it. Through pausing and asking rather than trying to overcome, you'll find two clear benefits. One is that you will find out if the objection raised really is the objection. One of the challenges with the "let me tell you why you're wrong and I'm right" objection handling is that people sometimes give a reason that's misleading, that's easier to say, but is not the truth. So even if your reply solves the objection, you were handling the wrong one in the first place. The second benefit to the pause-ask technique is that they will often start to unpick their own objection a little as they talk about it. We all do this in our personal lives, never mind work. Oh, I can't make that party as it will be 3 trains to get there and it's on a Sunday when the trains are slow, though there would be 4 of us traveling and I guess there's always the option of a taxi and we could split the costs. Let me find out how much that would cost. When we talk, when we're asked, when we're prompted, we reveal more detail and we often start to unpick our previous view, little by little. If we can encourage a client who raises an objection to share more, we learn the truth about their thoughts and we encourage them along a pathway to consider if there are other options. That gives us a much greater chance of working with them to find a way to move forward rather than fighting against them to prove how right we are and how wrong they are. Give it a go. Pause, ask, and listen. It works a lot more than telling. For more sales tips like this and to find out about our training programs to help you sell honestly, confidently, and consistently, visit truesalesacademy.com.